I know, y'all. God been having me on bed rest. Like, he been having me on bed rest. Yeah, he just forced me to go on rest. I guess from the dreams and stuff, he just like, you take a break. But I'm feeling good now. I'm coming back to myself, y'all. Yeah. So with that right there, with everything going on, y'all, I'm just saying, hey, I don't really have too much to say. I had a couple of visions and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna get into no visions or nothing like that. But what I am gonna do, like what I am gonna do is just speak on, just small talk, y'all. Cause it been a minute. Yeah, it been a minute, y'all. Okay, so I was talking to my kids, and I was like, look, ain't nobody finna gaslight me. Like, that's the first thing. Like, you is not finna tell me that what I saw is not what I saw. What I said is not what I said. What I see is not what I see. People, they got that bad. When you get through talking to people will take what you saw, what you said, what you did, and twist it, and then they'll twist it in such a way you'll be walking around here questioning yourself out here. Don't let nobody do you like that, y'all. Do not let nobody sit here and gaslight you. Like, you know what you saw. You know what you heard. Do not let nobody just randomly gaslight you. I know, because that's what people do, but not me. Because I'm like, look, I got receipts. I got time stamps too if you need that. Some of my videos I post, I don't post them. Sometimes it won't upload right when I do the video. But I got a timestamp on when I actually originally did the video. If people need that too. You need that too? Like, do not play with this one. Yes, it's the real deal over here. I don't know what people think it is. I'm the real deal out here. Every single thing I speak, God is gonna back it up. He gonna back up what I'm saying. That's why I go public. What you gonna say? What have I said that been wrong? I ain't said nothing that ain't been wrong. I ain't said nothing that has happened that's been wrong. And I've been doing this for some years now. I really been doing it since I was a kid. Everything I see gonna happen. Everything I speak gonna happen. If it ain't happening, it's on the way. I'm ahead of time. I'm beating time to tell you what's going on. But just if you want to see what's gonna happen, sit back and watch. Because what I'm speaking gonna happen. I keep speaking on this earthquake in Memphis. An earthquake gonna hit Memphis. Yo, it ain't happened yet. So you calling me a lie? Sit back and wait. I'm rushing through time to tell you the time behind me. That earthquake that I seen, it's still behind me. Yeah. So I'm just tickled, y'all. I'm tickled. These people, yeah, like, no. I'm trying to think of what song keep coming to me. It's a song keep coming to me dealing with these people out here that want to gaslight you, want to make you think that what you think, like something wrong with you. No, something wrong with everything but me. I'm thing right out here. So I do this with my kids. Like, I sit back, y'all. I be like, look, I just had a drink. This right here finna go on. And I just tell him, I get on the rundown of the secrets that God tell me, because I'm his beloved. He gonna come tell me. So whatever he come tell me, I go my key. I'm like, look, y'all. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And then we sit back, and like in a couple of days, everything will manifest itself. Everything got spoke. Word for word going on. So at this point, my kids are believers. Yeah, they believers. First, they looking at me like I'm just their mama. Now, I'm more than your mama. I'm prophetic too. So if I come tell you, hey, be careful out here in the streets, you got to realize I'm prophetic. This not just your mama talking. So you got to distinguish that your mama got a little bit more going on there. So when she come and she tell you something specific not to do or something specific to do, you better listen to what she's saying, because she prophetic, man. She walking in the spirit. This ain't the flesh talking, saying, okay, you shouldn't go out today. This the spirit saying, you better not go out today. And if you choose to do that through your free will, you're going to suffer the consequences. Okay. Like this morning, your mama talking like, no, I'm seeing stuff you don't even see. So I'm warning you based on what I see. And you thinking in your mind, because you carnal, you in the flesh, you thinking like, ooh, my mom just being my mom, and my mom just, and I can do like, okay, do what you want to do. And then you going to come right back to me because I told you I'm telling you what I see. I see what people don't see. I hear what people don't hear. Listen to what I'm telling you when I tell you something, especially a warning. So my kids starting to see this. They starting to see it, y'all. Yeah, so it's funny now. God just got this spirit of laughs on me, and now everything just funny. Like my kids. I'm like, look, with this information, like you can't really stop. Like you could pray over certain things, but certain things just gotta happen. Certain things just got to happen. I don't care how much prayer you put up on it or you speak on it. Certain stuff just gonna happen. Prayer can't stop it. Certain stuff prayer can stop. Certain stuff prayer cannot stop it. It's gonna happen. So, with that being said, my kids, I tell them stuff and they'll be like, well, mama, this way back. We don't really want to hear nothing. Da, 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 da. I was like, okay. So, through that free will, I respected it. I respected the free will of my kids. Okay, you don't want to hear nothing. So when God give me a warning for y'all, I'm going to keep this warning to myself. So God gave me a warning for my kids. I dreamed they were going to be in a car accident. I did not tell them they were going to be in a car accident. I possibly could have posted it just to document this, but I did not tell them. So my kids called me. Ooh, Mama, I was in the car accident. I said, I know. I know you was in the car accident because God told me last week you were going to be in one, but you didn't want to know, so I ain't tell you. I did. I respected your free will. That's what I did. But I knew you was gonna be in a car accident last week. Last week, I backed out when you told me what you wanted it to be. I respected the free will. I can't touch free will. God, that's off limits. I cannot do that. That's the rule. Even with me being prophetic, even with me having I call it the power of persuasion. Even with me having the power of persuasion, when it comes to your free will, I back out. Like, I'm not going to use my power of persuasion to persuade you. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let you figure it out. And then, even with my kids, I do that. So, my kids, they calling, oh, Mama, we in a car accident. We hit somebody, and somebody trying to do this. I'm like, I know. I said, God already told me. I said, I can even tell you where you got hit at. And it was where they got hit at. So, after this car accident, they started coming to me and saying, Mom, did you see anything with us today? Did you see anything going on with us this week? They started coming to me because I bagged out. And God said, okay, I'm finna, either they can walk blind out here or you can prepare them for the trouble ahead and they can better prepare themselves. And they could possibly avoid this if possible. Because if they knew that they was going to be involved in an accident, maybe they would have moved differently in the streets or been extra cautious about their surroundings, more cautious than normal. And maybe the accident wouldn't ever happen. But because they decided they didn't want to even know, then they just going to walk blind, then they going to have to still deal with the consequence that come with it, whether they know or not. So what you going to do? What you want to do out here? Do you want to know? And then you just be side-struck, then you got to figure it out? Or do you not want to know? And then you side-struck, and then you got to figure it out? Or do you want to know so you can just kind of be prepared and be like, okay, let me see what I can do on my end to try to, push through this. So my kids, they start coming to me now. Now they come to me all the time, be like, Mom, did you see anything? First, they didn't want to hear nothing. First my dreams spook them out. They scared. But now, my dreams, they come to me trying to figure out what's going on because they don't want to be impacted no kind of way. So, y'all. So. I know. So that's what's going on with them. And God didn't put them in no big major accident, but it woke them up. It woke them up. Yeah. So now they come to me, Mom, did you see something? I be like, look, I dreamed about you today. Oh yeah, I dreamed about y'all this week. If God come to me about something dealing with my kid, I would tell my kid what I seen dealing with them. I would tell my kid what I say dealing with them. And even now, it's to the point where God told me, and I had a vision about them getting in school. So now I pressure them to get in school, because that's the dream I had. Dealing with my kids, that's what I dream, that he get in school. You know, you don't know who you're going to meet along the way. And they got all this talent. Like, they got this, like, my kids really don't need school to even get money, really. Like, none of them. All of them are talented. My two middle kids, they good with art. But maybe them getting into art and then just going through the school to learn, like, the science or learning the computer side of art and combining it together. Maybe that'll open more doors for them. But all my kids, God got set up where if they really want to make some real money, they all can make real money and not even have to go to school or nothing. It's already there. Like, your gifts will make way for you. So all my kids got gifts that will make way for them. Every one of them. Every one of them. Even my baby girl, she 10 years old. She really want to, like, if my younger kids want to realize, just get out here and be like, ooh, mama, I want to get some money. They got the ability and they got the skill set to get money, even at 10 and 11 years old. They got it. But they maturity level probably not there yet. Because I be trying to push them out there. But they maturity, they got to grow. You know, the weed and the turds and growing. You got to grow. But they got it. It's there. It's all there. It's there if they want it. Like, they want it. Come on, let's get this money. Okay. You know, that's what it gonna be. They got the gift and talent even at 10, 11. They outperforming grown adults with their talent that God gave them. Unmatched. All of them. You see their skill set. You see how they sit there and sketch and draw and do all. I'm like, I don't even see how you could even get this. You got this blank piece of paper. When you get through, you got this whole 3D object popping out the picture. Like, I can't. And yeah. So my kids, y'all, I know I'm just going where the conversation goes because I'm kind of excited. I'm out bed rich, y'all. What is today? Today is Thursday. Okay. So with the gifts and stuff like that, like this Freddy Krueger, I wanted my kids, because they do the dark. One of my daughters can do dark art. Like, she can do the dark art. And the Freddy Krueger vision is a dark art type of vision that I had. I want my daughter to be the one to draw the pictures for this. And so yesterday I was talking to my kid. I'm like, look, because the Freddy Krueger, I didn't know. But a year ago, Freddy Krueger, I had a Freddy Krueger vision. So now it's like a year later, exactly a year later. Because I posted Freddy Krueger a year ago at the same exact time. So now, at the same exact time, a whole year later, I'm having the Freddy Krueger vision. So I'm telling my kids, like, I'm trying to get this Freddy Krueger thing together and stuff like that. And I want them to do the artwork for it. So when I'm telling them I want them to do the artwork for this Freddy Krueger vision, my kid was like, Mama, you know how to draw. And they really want me to get back into my artwork. They want me to get back into this. I'm like, I can't do everything, y'all. I'm trying to do guitar right now. Guitar is my hobby. So I'm like, I'm trying to do the guitar. That's my hobby. I don't know if I got time for the art yet. Y'all trying to make me do too much. I got too much hobbies and pastimes and stuff going on right now. So my kids, they want me to, my grown kids, they remember when we was young, I used to do art competition with my kids. And the whole family could draw. So all of us would do these art competitions, draw, try to figure out who do the best artwork. Of course, I would be the one to win, y'all. But then my kids started getting so good, I had to cut out the art competition because I couldn't lose. I'm a sore loser. But doing the art competition, I used to be the one to win and beat out everybody. So yesterday I was talking to my kids about drawing this Freddy Krueger vision. I'm like, I had this vision and I want it drawn out. And they like, well, Mama, you know how to draw, you do it. But I know why they doing it. Like, they really want me to get back into my art. But I'm like, well, y'all just do the art for me and stop being difficult with y'all, Mama. Okay, y'all. So I do got a Freddy Krueger thing I'm working on. God been coming to me about Freddy Krueger, so that's why I'm like Freddy Krueger. And this a year ago, so he come back to me about this Freddy Krueger. I had to look at the vision so I could see what's going on and just go back through my memory of everything that was going on during that time. Yeah, so I can get back mentally, like spiritually, get back to the level I need to get on to do this Freddy Krueger that I need to be doing and putting together for y'all. I hope it's fire. Because everything y'all do and touch is fire. My hair fire. That's why it's red, because it's fire. Up inside, because I'm coming with the fire. So, I got this Freddy Krueger thing. It's up here. I'm trying to bring it to life. I'm trying to bring this thing to life. And this Freddy Krueger vision specifically, I'm really trying to just do it big with this. So, my kid won't do it though. So I guess I got to figure. I guess I got to do it myself. Well, I got to do everything myself out here. Somebody, it ain't no. No, it's not an option. I prefer my kids to do it. But if they throw it on me, it's going to get done. Like, it's not an option. Okay, y'all. So, I'm speaking on my kids, Freddy Krueger, they gifts. They all can get money now. Like, all of them set up what God got to set up where all of them can just real life get money right now. But they maturity level, even the baby kids, they even talented. They got some real life skills out here, y'all. So I'm speaking on that. So. I spoke on that. I'm going back to me. And yesterday, I dreamed about Trump. I dreamed about the lady from Memphis. I dreamed about this lady from Memphis who is over all the pardons, and she go and she investigate and she see what's going on, and she decide if these people was rightfully locked up or not, and maybe they might not have been rightfully locked up. So God is just giving people grace right now. So people who you wouldn't expect, God is like, okay, this person free, that person free, all kind of people finna be free, whether they deserve it or not, because this how God is. God is unconditional. You don't have to have no stipulation with God. Man look for stipulation, not God. God just do it because he want to do it. So with these pardons, he doing it because he want to do it. These people, they might not be deserving of it. But do that matter with God? No, it do not matter with God. God getting to whoever, really. If you got a story to tell, reach out to the lady, the black lady from Memphis. Write the black lady from Memphis. I can't think of her name. I think it's Alice. Write to her and tell her your story. And if you got something going on with one of your loved ones that's locked up, she might pardon them. Get you a letter together. Write Alice. Tell her what's going on. And she's going to go through. She's going to see what's going on. And she's not one of them type people that just not going to put the energy into it. Like, she's putting energy into this. Like, she's one of them ones. She's really like working and putting her heart into this. So, if you have loved ones that you feel like is locked up and need to be free or whatever, write to Alice, the lady from Memphis, the black lady from Memphis, y'all. Send her a letter. And just see how it goes. She might pardon somebody. She might pardon one of your loved ones out here. She might do it. So that's the process. You write a letter to her. Okay, she over it. She over this thing where she go through. She look at people, and based on her discrepancy, they pardoning people. And he's starting out early. Come on, people pardon people at the end of their term. He's starting out early, pardoning people now. So I'm saying that. I'm putting that in the earth for somebody to write her a letter. If you got a loved one, write a letter, get a letter together, send it off to her, get her information, let her know your story, let her know what's going on. You might get favor. Boop. Okay, what else going on? What else God want me to speak on? Okay, I spoke on the pardons. I'm going back to the pardon stuff. So yeah, so I have this vision. God really just had me on bed rest. So I ain't been able to do no videos dealing with visions or nothing. Like, God, like nothing. So I just been like just posting, like I just been writing out little posts about my little vision, but I ain't been able to just get into too much detail dealing with this. So I have a vision. I see Trump. I see Alice, the black lady from Memphis that's over all the partners. She's the lead. She over the whole thing. So I'm looking. I see them two. They in the office. I'm right there with them. In the vision, I'm like right there with these people. So I'm in the vision. I'm chilling with these people, and I see Trump, and I see the lady, and I see these pardons. So I do a little post. I'm like, yeah, I had a dream about Trump. I said I dreamed about the lady with the partners too. And then I put a smiley face on the end of it. So after I do this, and after I post this, boom, partners just start dropping all through the day. Boom, 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 boom. Partners just everywhere, just falling from nowhere. Just all these people being pardoned. Yesterday they pardoned almost 30. I think almost 30 people got pardoned yesterday. Like it's like they really not trying to put in the news like how many people. Like they really trying to slander Trump, so they not trying to just like it's hard to find all the people he been pardoning, but he didn't pardon a lot of people. Like a lot of people, he's just going through the system. Like, nah, you don't need to be in the system, and he's getting these people out the system. But if you go and you try to look up what's really going on with him doing this, it's gonna be hard for you to find any kind of information in the news dealing with this. You might find on TikTok, but as far as like looking in the news, they're trying to purposely hide that and conceal that from people so people don't know. So I did the post. I was talking about the Trump, and I was talking about the lady that do pardons. That's what the post was. And then boom, I see NBA YoungBoy got pardoned, and then I see all these other people getting pardoned. But they not saying everything going on because they don't want everybody to get. They still trying to make Trump look bad. So the news not even putting. They got to put something out. So they like, yeah, he pardoned NBA YoungBoy. But it was a lot of people he pardoned yesterday. When I looked at the news and I Googled, because you have to like dig, it was almost like close to 30 people had been pardoned yesterday. So I'm like, dog, I posted about Trump pardons, and then they showing you like certain people they want you to think they got pardoned, like NBA YoungBoy, the dude that was over the hoop. I don't know, some little gang thing. People got pardoned. The Chrisleys got pardoned. You know, they giving you specific people, but they not telling you every single person is being pardoned in these 30 people that was pardoned. Like they not doing it, and you got to dig to find it. So, y'all. So I'm here to say, early in the morning, I was talking about pardons. Early in the morning, I'm laying down. I'm in the room with Trump and Alex in the vision. I'm right there with them. And I wake up, I do this post talking about pardons, and then throughout the whole day, pardons been going on like non-stop yesterday. Just pardons just going on. Okay, y'all. So I had to speak on it. It ain't had timestamp. So I spoke on the pardons early in the day. By the end of the day, if you look at the timestamp, it been spoken. It been spoken before it even happened. How is that? Because God, it's no coincidence with God. People think it's a coincidence. It's no coincidence. And now it's funny at this point. Now it's just getting funny to me. Now I'm just tickled. So, y'all. So, I'm like, ain't nobody finna gaslight me. I post everything. I try to document everything. I try to give it a timestamp. Even if I don't post a timestamp on my videos, the actual time the video was done, it's a timestamp attached to that video. Some of these videos is posted late, but the actual timestamp of when the actual video was done, it's a timestamp on there. It can be traced all the way back. And people with their lies, oh yeah. I'm calling out every single lies, and lies on top of lies. Like, you was not finna gaslight me. The mental games you try to play with me to make me think something wrong with me, or I didn't say what I said, and I'm going back and forth with you because you gonna argue me up and down that I didn't say what I said, that I didn't see what I see, that I didn't hear what I heard. You gonna do this with me. But no, you're not gonna do this with me because I got receipts. You can do that with somebody else out here, to y'all people, but you can't do that with me. I got receipts and I'm be doing reposts. Now, do I need to do another repost and another repost and another repost? Yeah, it been spoken. All of it been spoken. So. Yeah, I'm ready. God, I'm ready for the lying spirit out here. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for you to tell me that what I saw ain't what I saw. I'm ready for you to tell me that the God that I saw, the God that I worship, my God, my daddy, my father, did not tell me this, and he told me this about 2-3 months ago, and it's just not happening now. And you gonna tell me that he didn't tell me what he told me? Okay, we can do it. I'm ready. I'm ready, God. Because these people in this lying spirit, in this lying demon, the truth will set you free. That's all you need, the truth. That's going to shut the demon up. That's going to shut up the deception, the truth. The truth will set you free. That demon, the demon of lies that's roaming around right now, get the truth. And then it's gone. That's a quick battle to fight, y'all. That demon right there, just get the truth. It gone on. It got to scatter and run somewhere. But get the truth, though. Okay, y'all. So, yeah, I'm tickled. Because some of this stuff, it getting to a point where it's no coincidence at this point. I dreamed about buses. Remember a while back, I dreamed about buses. And when I spoke on buses, it was all these bus accidents, like out of nowhere. Like, we ain't never had bus accidents like this. Or buses ain't never been in the news like this. Then all of a sudden, I had this bus vision. I can pull it up if you need the receipt. I have this bus vision. I go public and say, look, it's something going to be going on with buses. And it been buses, buses, buses. And even now it's buses, buses, buses. And even more in the future, it's still more going on with the buses. It's going to be more going on with these buses. But I spoke it way before even anything was even in the news about a bus. I've been said, look, God came to me. He told me about these buses. And then after I spoke it, it just started manifesting all this stuff dealing with buses. Good, bad, layouts, all kind of stuff dealing with buses. And now we had 2 incidents dealing with buses. And when they had the first incident dealing with the bus, it was like 40 people. They were traveling in Nashville and they was involved in an accident. So I was like, okay, God, this prophecy is still going on now. So I'm finna do a repost because I spoke on buses back then. But even now, because it's the living word, the buses is still going on. So then at that point right there, so I speak on these buses. And because it's living, the word is living, buses is still manifesting even now. The stuff I spoke 3, 4, 5 years ago, I spoke on the pipeline, y'all. I did the video. It's a 3-part video. I was speaking on this pipe. I would tell my mom I'm seeing this huge pipeline just going through our house. And I was like, do you know anything about pipes? And then I look on the news. They talking about Memphis. They investing $30 million to invest in these pipes. They starting to lay these pipes down. They trying to create like this natural gas to come through the city, so to speak. And I spoke on pipes like 2019, 2020. I'm speaking on pipes. And then I even put a spiritual connection to it when I said the pipeline to God. He want that connection, the pipeline. I even pushed it to that type of level. But I had been seeing pipes and pipelines back in 1999 and 2019, 2020. And I posted that. I did a repost on it because they talking about pipelines now. So I'm talking about buses. It's still stuff that's gonna go on with these buses. Like, we seeing buses, but it's even more to go on with these buses. So yeah. So can't nobody gaslight me. Like, what you gonna tell me? That I ain't say what I said? That this one already spoken? Like, what you finna do at this point? Like, to you people? Like, that what you gonna do? You gonna try to just gaslight me? And then you come here with this energy. When you get through talking to me, you gonna be mental for playing with me. Like, you gonna be the one, when you get through with me, you gonna be the one mentally and trying to figure it out and lost, trying to playing with me. That's what it's gonna be. So, y'all, yeah, I'm just saying, like, God showing up, showing out with these revelations. And then, like, in my wheat and turd video, I was singing, let it snow, let it snow. I was like, this song in my head. Remember I said that? So, when I look in the news, they talking about they found this white powdery substance, Biden and his administration talking about this white powdery substance, possibly cocaine. And the title of this whole article is Let It Snow. I'm like, God, ain't no way that out of all things, the very specific, very detailed, let it snow. And I just spoke and said, let it snow. I just said this, very specific, like it's just it's so specific. And then for the news to come with this whole headline to say, let it snow. Ain't no way. Yeah, my daughter said God is just showing himself. And the reason why I say that right there is because my other kids, my 2 middle kids, they starting to notice they spiritual gifts. They starting to notice their spiritual side. So they They be testing it. Like they enjoying it, but they testing it too. So my daughter, they were telling me they was at work. They said they wanted a Rice Krispie treat. They said they want no more Rice Krispie treat. And so she said before she knew it, her sister was thinking, I want me a Rice Krispie treat. But she said they ain't talk to each other nothing because she went to the break room early. And so she wanted a Rice Krispie treat. She ain't seen nothing. And so by this time, my second daughter came and she was just wanting this Rice Krispie treat out of nowhere. And so she said she would dig and dig and she finally found one. And so she bought the one Rice Krispie treat. And then she said at that point, as she was walking up to my other daughter, who happened to talk about this same Rice Krispie treat. I don't know, one way or another, she ended up getting to her, but she was like, it was just odd that both of them just craving this Rice Krispie treat. It was only one. My daughter said she was sitting down. My other daughter came, and all of a sudden, she just hungry for this Rice Krispie treat. And they did not have none, but she ended up finding it back behind something. They ended up finding one Rice Krispie treat. I think she ended up getting to the door that was sitting down. So they was excited at this point, because they was like, ooh, we kind of connected with spiritually with each other. So they excited because of this Rice Krispie treat incident. They like, ain't no way I wanted this Rice Krispie treat. You walk in, you find the Rice Krispie treat, and you actually they ain't no way possible. So they tested it out. So my daughter said that she just said, okay. And then she said randomly what kind of her was white feathers. So she said she was just like white feathers, and she was just testing this out. This spiritual part of her, she testing it out. So she spoke and said something about white feathers. And so they going through that day. And so if they going through that day, my daughter said that she put on her podcast and she said, out of nowhere, this man was giving a story about this bird, a dove with white feathers. And she said he was just speaking and he was saying the key word that my daughter had already said. And she just randomly spoke and said white feather. And so they just going through the day, and she just thought she picked out something that just out the blue, like nothing would bring up nothing dealing with no white feather. But as she going through her day, and she spoke and called out this white feather, they listening to their iPod. They listen to these stories, and this dude is giving a story, and he goes into depth about a bird with white feathers. Like he was just talking about this dove, and he just kept talking about white feathers. And then they tickled, like they laughing at this point. They were like, "Oh, mama, I can't believe it." But I said feathers, and then when I go to work and as I'm going through my day, boom, it's a story, and it's dealing with white feathers. So then she tested it a third time. She tested it. She was like, this ain't no coincidence. So she tested again. She said something dealing with pink. She said the word pink. And so she was going on about her day. And she said out the blue, it was something dealing with Barbie. And she said that it was pink. So she was like, Mama, it was 3 things that went on today to make me say this is not no coincidence. Like, it's more going on. And she calling the stuff out, and she just going through her day, and then she going through her day, boom, something unexpected will happen, and she connected to what she had spoke earlier in the day, y'all. So that's what my 2 middle kids were doing. Yeah. So, and then also recently, I didn't speak to my kids. All 3 of us had a dream about the same exact thing. So when I told them, I said, "Oh, y'all had a dream this week," and then I was kind of telling them the dream, and then the other daughter said, "Well, I had a dream this week, but I thought it was just random. I ain't think nothing of it." And then my other daughter said, "I had a dream, but all of us dreamed about the same exact thing." And as we was coming together, we started speaking on this. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day, but yeah, my kids, my middle kids, they starting to embrace their spiritualism. Like, they starting to embrace it. My kids, we were doing yard work. The one that was doing the dance, and then she was doing all this stuff. So we doing yard work, and then my kid was like, "Ooh, Mama, I talked to the trees," and they responded. And then me, I'm telling them, "Will y'all leave the trees alone?" But I say that to say this. It's a perversion with everything. And just say you got a garden, like my mama, she got a garden. So I know for a fact my mama talked to her tree, her flowers. Like, I know she talked to her garden. They want to hear her voice. She talked to them, but it's not in a demonic type of I'm worshiping you type of way. It's not on that type of level in that kind of way. Shoot, if I'm outside and I see my flowers, I might say something. I might be like, "Ooh, hey, y'all, I'm finna water y'all. Ooh, good morning." I might speak to my plants. But I ain't doing nothing demonic out here. People take it and they push it and they put it into a realm where it's actually like demonic. And they pervert something that's not supposed to be perverted. So my kid, when they were like, "Ooh, mama, we spoke to the trees and he responded," yeah, but don't you abuse that position, y'all. Don't you abuse that position out here. So even with me, like, yeah, I might be outside. They might be excited to see me because I'm extremely spiritual. But I don't push it past that level, y'all. I do not push it past that level. Um, like even in the Bible when they talk about speaking against storms and stuff, speaking against that. So you tell me that, okay, it's something wrong because I said hey to the tree, and then the tree waved at me or did something or responded back. But then God tell you all the time to pray against the storms and speak against the storms, and you got authority over the storms out here. And when you see a tornado or something, you supposed to speak against it and you supposed to cast it down. Like God telling you to with the weather. Yeah, you got authority with the weather. You got the authority with the weather to control the weather, to do what you feel like you want it to do. You do. Like the Bible say that. But you're not supposed to abuse your position, and Satan, he take it and he pervert it. He create this perversion with it. But all of this is our gift, y'all. That's what I'm getting at. All of this is our gift. So, me, I'm like, okay, I be outside. I'm not finna sit out here and just be making trees move. Like, I'm not finna do that. My kids said they was outside. We was outside doing yard work. And they was like, "Oh, mom, the tree responded to me." And I'm like, "Will y'all leave them trees alone?" Cause it's a thin line. But it's nothing wrong with you speaking to the trees. I know my mama, her yard full of life. Like her yard, her garden, everything she plant grow. I know she be out there talking to them trees. I know she be talking to the plants outside. Like, I know she doing it. It's no way she's outside and she's out there interacting with her garden and she ain't talking to these plants outside. She probably looking like, when is you gonna bud? When is you gonna sprout? Even the fig tree, when Jesus was speaking against the fig tree and it didn't produce no fruit and he cast it down, he spoke a curse on it, against the tree because it didn't produce the fruit. Like, we do have authority within us, y'all. But do not abuse your authority, your position out here. That's all I'm saying, dealing with it. That's all I'm saying, dealing with it. Me, I'm not finna abuse my position. I'm not gonna be out here trying to get the trees to respond to me. No, you get God praise, you get God glory out here. I don't want your praise, I don't want your glory. Don't shift it to me. People use trees for witchcraft. They use everything for witchcraft, really. But God said you got the authority to speak against a storm. If it's finna rain, you can speak against the rain. if it's finna rain, you speak against the rain. You speak against the when they say it's a tornado come through here, you as a Christian, God gave you the authority to speak against that tornado that's supposed to make hit your area. That's what you praying and speaking against. You speaking toward the storm and against the storm. So what's the difference? Yeah, I know people gonna be political. My first mind is talking to me. He said, but yeah, I got you authority to do that. The weather, yeah, you do what you want with the weather. If you in alignment with me and it's raining and you trying to go to the zoo, you can speak against the rain. And it might be sunny outside when you get through with it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go.